Hi, my name's Chris Bolger. My wife here, G, she's gonna watch and listen. Say hi, G.
Hi.
She says hi. And our dog over there, Lucky, he's having a snack. Yeah, as I mentioned, nice to meet you guys yesterday. My name's Chris. I'm from Ottawa, Canada, the capital city. Home of the Ottawa Senators, which are absolutely atrocious right now. It's an ice hockey club, and if you know about hockey, you know how bad it is right now. Anyhow, sorry, I'm going to talk to you guys about sort of my teaching experience and what kind of like I've been, what I went through and now what I'm going through. So I was in South Korea for just under 15 years, a city called Daegu, which is the fourth largest city in South Korea. And everything was good. I had really good experience there. I met my wife, a lot of good friends, did a lot of good things. I worked in an elementary school. I worked in an academy, then in an elementary school, and then I worked at a university for a decade almost. Yeah, 10 and a half years actually. South Korean students are known for being very diligent students. And at the university setting, it was interesting. I would go in, I was teaching English language, and I would go into the classroom and they would just sit there. And the whole idea was like, teacher, you teach. And I'm like, well, this is a language class. Like, you should be practicing speaking. You should be practicing listening skills. I saved writing for home because then you're just kind of wasting time in the class with students writing is something they can do, as well as reading. Well, no, reading would be done in the class as well. But we tried to get a lot of speaking in. That was the idea. So what we were talking about earlier was the flipped classroom, which Rose mentioned. And we were using that as well. We implemented that into our program, which helped a lot. So anyhow, South Korean students, they would just sit and they would just literally sit and expect me to teach and do all the talking for 75 minutes or 90-minute classes. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. So then I took my CELTA course a few years back. And if you're an English language teacher, this was great. It's communicative language learning, which puts the onus on the students to learn and know what's going on. So with that said, I would put the emphasis on the Korean students. And it was a challenge to get them to work into, just sitting there and then actually doing the work and practicing speaking. But it worked out. Things got done. So with that said, I moved here to the UAE 19 months ago, August 2017. And I started teaching at a boys' high school. And it is the complete opposite of South Korean students. If I could take the South Korean students' study skills in terms of like going home, doing their homework and doing their work, and then taking the Emirati personality skills and putting them into the same student, they'd be the perfect student. Emirati students, as nice as they are not interested in education. I'm continually asked, teacher bathroom. Like I'll be up at the whiteboard writing things down and going over the lesson, and a student will just come up out of nowhere and just look at me like 2 feet from my face and say, just teacher bathroom. I'm like, come on, man, can't you just raise your hand, or like, can you just wait? No, teacher bathroom. And I'd say no, and this would go on, like, no, teacher bathroom, no, teacher bathroom, no. It's not a culture that focuses on education, but at the same time too, they are some of the nicest people I've ever met. They are very, very, very outgoing young men. I work in a boys' school, and they're really cool kids. But man, they don't want to study. So with that said, if you ever choose to go to South Korea, keep in mind that these kids will study, but they won't speak. They'll expect you to teach. And at the same time too, if you teach in the UAE, they won't study, but they'll talk and have a conversation with you. But they're not interested in homework. They're not interested in their textbook, their workbook. Anyhow, so with that said, I hope one day I can combine the two. All right, guys, nice to meet you all, and I look forward to working with you for the next few months. Peace.